All right, good morning. We're back out on the trail. I just got dropped off by Damon. Thank you so much for the ride. Oh, I'm already out of breath. Our packs are really heavy. We got tons of food. We resupplied enough to get us to Wrightwood. And so, yeah, we're gonna get going this morning. It's a beautiful day, like 70 degrees. So, should be a nice hike. So last night we stayed at the Vintage Lakeside Inn, and if you're a hiker or you're in Big Bear, I definitely recommend that you stay there. Carla and Damon are awesome hosts, and the rooms were so nice and clean, and the bed was so comfortable, and it's just a really pretty property. It's right there next to the lake, and it was just beautiful, centrally located. Thank you guys again. And here's something you don't see much on this trail. Mud. Brings back fond memories of the AT. Nothing gets me quite as excited as seeing a random cooler in the middle of whatever I'm hiking in. It feels empty. Oh man, there's water. That's good. Yes, a banana! Woo! Thank you so much, whoever put this out. We're just sitting, enjoying our trail magic. Felt like somebody was watching me. Hey, cow! He stopped in his tracks. 1 point for me. Hello, sirs. I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier. Will you please let me pass in peace? They're right next to the trail. The trail's right there. And they're right there. That one back there looks sus. And these horn guys, I don't like the way they're looking at me. So, the cows and I don't know if they're in the video. Where are they? They're right there. We're making a peace treaty. I'm kind of scared to pass them because they have big pointy horns. And they're all staring at me. I come in peace. So out of the utmost respect for these grazing gentlemen, the trail's right here. There's a dirt road here that I think leads back to the trail. So. Beautiful views from up here. Love it. Whoa. More desert ahead. The first Joshua trees of the trail. Look at them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are 10% done with not the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail. Yay. It only took us 2 months. So we're climbing up here. I don't know who lives here, but they have a massive house and really cool property. And then here, this is going into Big Bear City, and then Big Bear Lake is farther up the road, but this is like the marshy area. It used to be more of a lake, but now it's kind of all dried up. But this is a really cool section of trail. I've been loving this. And today's just been absolutely perfect. the famous Highway 18 where people normally hitch in and go to Big Bear. We're gonna cook here and do like another 7 miles to camp. Tonight on the menu, we're doing this north side stroganoff, fettuccine and creamy mushroom flavored sauce with some lemon pepper chicken. We got some Parmesan cheese, tahini, and hot sauce, and olive oil to add to it.
And the milk powder.
And milk. Yep. So I was crossing 18 and James had sat back to call his mom. And I was like alone. I didn't even stick my thumb out or anything because obviously I didn't need a ride to town, but this guy pulled off and he talked to me for like an hour. So we're finally back on trail, but look at this. There's just a random bench and this awesome view. Wow. This is very familiar territory. I'll let y'all guess what this reminds me of. So at Highway 18, I met a girl named Heaps. Heaps, you have to say it like she said. She's from New Zealand, and she has done, this year will be the 3rd time she's done the PCT. So she is awesome. And we're just kind of talking about, you know, doing a through hike after a through hike. And she was like, you know, you can't really go in with any sort of expectations, and you can't compare it to your previous through hike because it's going to be completely different. And I do catch myself doing that every now and then, thinking back like, well, on the AT I felt this way and it was this way and that way, whatever. But the moral of the story is I can't do that. 1, because that's a completely different trail, and 2, it's a completely different through hike, and there's new challenges to be facing. And even though I went through struggles on the AT with my surgery and whatnot, the struggles that I'm going through on PCT are much different, and circumstances are so different. So the trail angel that picked us up from and took us into Big Bear the first time, she texted me. She just dropped off Clodzilla, and he, I think, is trying to triple crown like this year. So he's already done the AT, and now he's on the PCT. He's doing like 30 miles a day. So I was hoping I'd meet him today, but now that I didn't, I'm like, well, I probably never will because he's too fast. Lots of inspiring people out here. It's really cool. A few days ago, I was really questioning and doubting myself, and I say it all the time, but through hiking it's physical, and I was struggling physically, but it's so mental too. And you have to make sure that you're in the right frame of mind. And sometimes when you're out here walking by yourself and in your own head, you can really mess yourself up. So you have to kind of reel yourself in and be in control of your thoughts and change thinking patterns. And it's something that you have to like really work on day to day. And I learned that on the AT, because when I came back, I was in a very worried, fearful, negative loop of thinking, and all it was doing was making my life terrible. And I feel like when I came back out here, I kind of dipped down into that a little bit, but I'm climbing out, feeling more positive every step of the way. Alright, we're doing a little night hike tonight. We only have like less than 4 miles to camp, but it's just so nice. And we haven't done much night hiking, and I love night hiking, so this is awesome.